All right. I think I'm live. Let me just make sure. Just so that I don't start yapping without. Yeah, I'm good. All right, cool. All right, what's good, guys? First stream ever, I think. Anyways, first stream ever. You already know what it is. Some quick little analysis. So this is kind of what I'm seeing right now. I posted everything before on the Discord. Join up. It's link in the description. All this analysis is made beforehand. So I'm looking at ES and Q on the Dow. They're all doing pretty similar things, to be honest. Dow Jones is kind of doing the best out of all three of them. I did this analysis like at 8 in the morning. That's why the arrows overlap. So now that I showed you guys, I can actually delete them. So I guess I'll explain real quick what I'm wanting to see. So basically, I mean, we have here on ES, let's just start a system here, this whole set of low resistance liquidity, which we actually don't have on NQ. We already took that out, which is why we went so low for that day. And we're continuing this uptrend. I mean, if you go to the 4 hour, we filled this 4 hour gap pretty nicely, obviously not to the middle, but we're seeing a positive rejection out of it. And these are like pretty clear draws on liquidity, because all the other ones will be like all the way down here, and I really don't see us going all the way down there. And then I think what I'm thinking is, well, we formed this hourly gap, kind of want to see it fill ideally to the middle. This also aligns perfectly with the 0.5 range, so we can get to a discount, and then we can look for longs targeting these New York AM highs. I'd rather take a trade on ES because we have all these low resistance liquidities that I want to see get taken, and it gives me a lot more draw, like up into to take a good trade. But anyways, what I want to see, like I said, is that, and then just a 5-minute continuation for us to give us an entry on the indexes. So on ES, obviously we have these low resistance right here, and then on NQ we don't, but we do have these relative equal highs right here, which are pretty strong draw. And yeah, on NQ, like if we go like all the way back here, there is some more liquidity like underlying over there. So I'm expecting to see a move, ideally move down. I would rather not go all the way down to these. Like, I mean, NQ didn't quite fill this 4 hour gap right over here, and I would want to see that, but then that kind of opens the question of like, okay, wait, do we want to continue lower now or not? So I would rather just see us fill this gap right here upon market open, and then continue higher. There's also like the possibility of us, I mean, my bias right now is bullish. I'm not going to take shorts unless like I'd have to see like us come all the way down into here, and that's probably not going to happen. My bias right now is bullish. I want to see us take out these equal highs, New York AM highs. All three indexes are seeking all three of them, so I'm hoping that would be a strong draw. I might go short if we take out these highs immediately and I see like a clear rejection to the downside, and I could target the middle of this rally up that needs to be filled. On the Dow, we obviously have a perfect fill for our gap, so if anybody entered here, you're a fucking genius. Here, obviously we have to fill this hourly gap, and okay, well, never mind. I guess market just opened, and we can see a disgusting push up. So I think I think our draw is definitely gonna be after we take out these highs right here, maybe continue lower. Either that, or we see you know, we have a pretty strong push up. I'll leave it on the 5 minutes so we can see a little bit better. We have a pretty strong, I mean, we need to take out the liquidities down here, which is interesting. It's either that, we have a strong push up, and then maybe a retrace into a fair value gap or something like that, like this 5-minute gap that might form right here. So we just have to wait. Sorry about the audio issues. I still haven't gotten a mic yet. I will in the future, but not right now. No funds right now. I need to pass these accounts, bro. So you guys can see. I'll show you guys the accounts. It's like I'm about to blow them. I showed them yesterday on, like I showed them on yesterday's video, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, we're seeing actually some pushes down. Maybe I was wrong. I mean, I wish you guys could see the way that I see it. Which is like, I can see all three indexes at once. I don't want to put it up on screen because like way too much stuff going on, but you'll see, like, that's where I'm going to take a trade. You guys will just see like the live trade, like if I were to take one, but right now just waiting. Nothing else to do, just waiting. And like I said, I'd want to see this, like these two gaps get filled, and then we can target these liquidities like up here and stuff. We also, I mean, we do have FOMC at 10, I mean at 2, and we do have, what is it that we have at 10? Let me see, I wrote it down here somewhere. At 10, we have Richmond Manufacturing Index at 10. Probably it's not going to affect price too much, so I'll obviously still want to watch out for that if I'm not in a trade yet, or if I'm in a trade and I'm like very close to entering a trade. I think I'd rather wait for the 10 a.m. unless I see something very clear. But as of now, nothing really from any index. I mean, the Dow took out these highs, but it's just continuing to go up. So, dude, I see this guy veto trades. That's the only reason I even added the DOW. But it has really good price movement, so I'm actually pretty happy I added it. But this guy takes the most random ass fucking trades. I swear to God, it's like insane. This guy just like sees any push up. He probably already took a trade to these highs and like already took profit of the day and like ended the day. Like he goes in the 1 minute. He goes, he's like, okay, I'm long right here, and then he just takes it out like over here, and he risks so much money. I just don't get it. It's just fun. It's funny to see him though. I'm sure he's a good trader. I mean, he's got plenty of profits. But nothing as of now. I guess we did take out all these lows, and we did tap into this gap. So like this wouldn't have been a bad entry, but it's not a good entry either. So I want to wait for something really good. I mean, I only have $882 of drawdown exactly, so I want to risk around 500 and then make some more before I do anything else. So all you do now is wait. These last few weeks have been fucking awful, bro. Look at this shit. Like yesterday was fucking terrible. I completely missed this move up. I actually went short. Like I went short off of this, targeting like the Asia lows, and the trade was literally just an inverse gap right here. And like, nah, I don't even want to talk about that shit. But anyways, let's just wait and see where we want to go, what we want to do. What do I expect? I mean, I'm hoping for a big move today, ideally. Hopefully I can catch this move. If I can't, obviously that's too bad. But I do think like 100% we're taking out these equal highs. Like it's a pretty strong draw. And we closed above this ginormous hourly gap too. So like this just kind of feeds into the bias of us wanting to go higher. And they're actually not even that far. That's the thing. That's why I'm also technically open to shorts if we just take out the highs. But we'll see what happens. We'll see where we want to go. The Dow is really close to taking out those Asia highs right now. Damn, that wouldn't have been a bad trade, but it just didn't really do everything I wanted to see from price, so that's probably why it's a good thing I didn't take it. The problem I was struggling with is just following my rules. Because once I do follow my rules, like my trades usually play out, but some of the times it's just difficult. I was set up like on my right That's why I keep looking at it. Not really seeing anything as of now. To be honest, we have a lot of price biting. So just gonna wait this out a little bit. Kind of want to wait for price to, you know, reach a liquidity level or reach by for value gap level, and then we can continue taking a trade. Dude, I got this fucking thing from one of my friends, and I don't even know how to set it up, but apparently it's really good for you, so I'm gonna start doing that. But anyways, I know it's not really the most exciting stream right now. I know it's just waiting, but I kind of like doing this because it keeps me accountable. Who knows? We'll see where this goes. Nothing much going on right now, to be honest. We have pretty clear draws on liquidity, so I think, I mean, like I said here, like these equal highs are pretty clear. I'd be very, very surprised if we don't take those. And I think we actually, yeah, the price action isn't the best right now, but it should be fine. I think if we do take those, and then like if we take these and we don't take them on ES, like I'm open to taking shorts to fill the gap. Honestly, I'm not gonna go all the way down to these Asia lows, just kind of to fill the gap, because I should want my strategy plays. I like, obviously draws and liquidity are better, but what do you call it? But fair value gaps, and like especially high time fair value gaps, I'm like a pretty strong draw, not on liquidity, but like a draw on price, just for rebalancing reasons. That's kind of why I like trading it. I'm actually kind of curious to see. No way we reach equilibrium from here. Yeah, so Dow's about to take the Asia high. I guess this would have been a valid trade. We took out all these sell side liquidities, forming an actually forming an SMT with the other indexes. It's a risky trade because you trade off the market open, you could get like easily pushed down, but obviously it would have worked. It is what it is. Can't find them all, can't win them all. That one doesn't follow my strategy like to the T. It's the riskier trade. I would take like half a position there. I would have risked like $300 there. Would have been a nice $900 gain, but I mean, we still not at the Asia highs, but clearly we're going to them. But it is what it is, you know. Can't catch them all. We're finally fucking pushing up, bro. Come on. Like, I've been actually fucked by price the last few weeks. Like, I've gotten fucking dick down, hammered. No longer that. I forget that I'm in social media. I need to be careful with what I say. We formed relative equal lows here. All right, so here's a push up. We took the Asia highs on Dow, hoping to take those New York AM highs, and on Q we are about to take those equal highs right in there. Obviously, no reason to enter off of any of this. So. We'll see. I mean, yes, it's like pretty far from them, but there's still a possibility of them taking them out. And then like we do have like this huge set of low resistance. I'm not loving the idea of going short, to be honest. I'd have to see something really nice. I'd rather see a retrace and continue higher instead of going long, but instead of going short, I mean, but it is what it is. So okay, so NQ just took out those AM highs right now, so I want to be open for a rejection to the downside. Hopefully a fair value gap can form, or a breaker that can kind of tell me, okay, we do want to continue lower, maybe fill the gap. If not, I'd want to see it like I want to see us close above this again, and then form a retrace into like this gap that might form, and then I can actually go for longs on ES. The Dow is seeing a pretty clear rejection to the downside. We're seeing a pretty strong push down. We are forming an SMT as well, which is kind of I actually do like the fact that we're forming an SMT. So like I'm eyeing NQ right now. If we form this 5-minute breaker, I'll go short, targeting like the equilibrium level of this fair value gap and then potentially these lows. I want to see if there's a potential 1-minute entry. Yeah, there's this 1-minute inverse fair value gap that might actually happen. If it does, I will go for a small. I'm gonna go for a 8 contract position off of that, and then I'll enter 12 more, or not 12 more, but I'll enter some more after that. I guess I'll show you guys the 1-minute time frame. I forgot on NQ. Okay, what the fuck is wrong with this? Why is it? Oh, it closed. Yeah, well, we didn't form that inverse fair value gap. We actually respected a 1-minute fair value gap. It seems like price wants to actually continue higher. I'm not opposed to it, obviously, but I would rather not see that. I'd rather just see us, come lower. And then form this fair value gap and then come lower, and then I can take a trade off ES, maybe targeting all those highs. Again, we do have news at 10, so I have to be careful with that. Nothing as of now. You guys will see it once I do take it. I'm tempted to go long. Just on ES. Let me see if on ES the 1 minute has anything. I mean, yeah, we were respecting this 1 minute gap on ES, and I'm tempted to go long off like a small position here. Just put my stops below this 5-minute candle. So if I see a 1 minute push up, I'll go with, like, I'm still eyeing shorts. Obviously, like, I'm not convinced that we're gonna go up now, especially because we took out those like super strong draw on liquidity. So shorts is probably the play here. So I kind of want to see if we inverse the gap or if we see like a rejection to the upside. We're hopefully gonna form this 5-minute. We're hopefully gonna form this 5-minute for value gap, because then if we do want to go short, this would be like a huge confluence of us wanting to like continue lower, and if not, it's like it actually helps for us to continue going higher. But for me to continue so we have 1 more minute left, so I'm gonna wait this out. Kind of want to see if we form this gap. If we do, that'd be great, and I'm gonna take my trade off of that. If we do inverse this gap right here, like the 1 minute gap, if we do inverse this 1 minute gap right here, I will go short half position, and then once I see a retrace into the 5-minute, I'll go full short. I'm not seeing anything just yet. Seeing just the fairly gap get filled as of now. There's nothing special. So we'll have to wait and see what we want to do, where we want to go. Still surviving, so the gap is still surviving. It's kind of funny. The Dow is also going up to. Alright, so we formed this 5-minute fair value gap right here, which I actually really like, and I want to take a trade. If we inverse it, I want to take a trade off of that. But if we don't, like if we respect this 5-minute gap, I want to take a trade off of that. Like I want to take my longs off of this 5-minute gap being respected. But I think I don't really know where price wants to go right now. Looks like we do want to go lower. I'm waiting for a 1 minute candle close on NQ below this fair value gap, and I actually will take shorts on that. So it looks like we're gonna get that. I want to wait for a closure of this candle, and I'm gonna enter shorts. Alright, so I'm actually gonna enter just my full lot size on shorts. I don't love this. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the 1 minute closure. Alright. we're seeing a pretty strong rejection right now. I'm gonna wait a little bit. We're seeing so much volume. We do have news at 10, so we have to keep an eye out for that. But I'm gonna take some sells right now on ES. Seems like we're clearly wanting to continue lower, and I'm gonna target the middle of this fair value gap is gonna be one of my targets. So, well, one of these is gonna be, so I'm gonna take, oh wow, well, this is unfortunate. I did not consider. I mean, we inverse the gap on the 1 minute. It's a good entry for me. It's a 5 minute. Like, yeah, we inverse this gap, so it's fine with me. Like, this is, I'm happy with this. So I'm just gonna let this ride. It's an SMT. I did take it on the lagging index, which obviously is not ideal, but it gave me a better entry than on NQ. NQ would have been a much lower entry. So I'm pretty happy with the entry that I got. I have to kind of let the trade run. It looks like we do want to, like, we're seeking these lows. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my profit 1 here. I'll do so with 10 and 20. So I'm gonna do 16 here. So buy 16 limit, and then I'll do another at the half of the gap, which will be 59.30. 59.30. I'm gonna take 16, and then what is 60 minus 14? So I'm in 30 right now. If I take, I'm in 15 each. 15 contracts on each index. I took out 8. That's too many. I guess 7. That's 14. So there, and I want to actually. I'm gonna do something different. I mean, I like this trade, to be honest, but I do want to let it ride a little bit more. I'm gonna do 7 contracts at these lows, and then I'm gonna do another 7, or I'll do actually 6 at these lows, and then I'll do the last 2 at all the way down to here. Okay. So that's my trade right there. 7 plus 6 is, yeah, it's 13. Okay, that's my trade right there. Obviously, I think it's good. I'm pretty happy with that. I think I did take it on the lagging index. Obviously, it's not the best to take it on the lagging index. Like, I know, but it is what it is. I think we are pretty chilling right now. It's a good entry. Pretty happy with it. So we'll see how much we can let this trade run. We're very close to our first take profit. Hopefully we can hit it. This is actually moving like normal price action now, which is really nice to see for once. Obviously the trade on NQ is pretty, we're pretty close to my first take profit. So I'm just gonna let it run. Not in a rush, obviously. Yeah, on NQ we already hit those lows, but we're seeing some continuation lower. So I want to see my first take profit is about to get hit. It's like really right there. Well, once we do get that hit, I'll be very happy. I'll be a happy camper, obviously, and then I can take my. Sorry, so first take profit was hit. Now we have what, 8? So 16. I could put my stops up, break even. And we can continue this trend. So I guess I'm at, oh, 50, yeah, I guess I need to move this up. There we go. So that's on the halfway point of the fair value gap. The second draw on liquidity right there. My stops are break even right now because, to be honest, like there is potential for like a bullish reaction out of just these bottom liquidities, which is why I took out like half of the position. And if we do want to continue like running this lower, then yes, like as you can see, we're seeing a pretty, like we're seeing some rejection to the upside right now. Oh, this is kind of laggy. I forget that trading view. I don't have like the tick by tick trading view, but you'll see that there's like a rejection to the upside right now. See, like right there. And I mean, I don't know how much longer price is going to stagger for. Like we could form this another, and I'm actually really happy about this trade because we exited like I exited the trade. Okay, so I want to see if I actually do want to close this on the 1 minute. We're seeing a pretty strong push up, so I'm gonna keep my stops really tight on this actually, because I do want to make, so I'm gonna put my stops at here, so 59.41. Okay, so my stops are right there. I want to see if we actually want to continue lower or not, because we are within this fair value gap and we did take all these like liquidities, so I do want to be careful. The Dow hasn't taken out like all the lows yet, but the thing is, like, since we took out all these bottom liquidities, like there's a potential, and we are within the fair value gap. Like I know we didn't get to the middle, but there's still potential for us to continue higher off of this. So we'll see. I put my stops pretty tight, to be honest. 51. So it's pretty tight stop. I just want to protect my profits as much as possible. But I was very close to blowing. I'm very close to blowing the account, so I want to keep my profits high and keep my losses low. Once I see this 1 minute candle close, I'm gonna put my stops right over here, because I don't think there's a reason for us to go higher if I see this 1 minute close like below this level. So what is that? 59.39. I do need to change one thing. So I need to edit this, and then alright, so now I can actually put my stops below that. What price is that? So 50. Wait, so it's over here. It's 59.39. Okay. Alright, so my stops are pretty tight. We guaranteed ourselves like at least, I think it's like not $1,000 now. Like at least like 800 bucks, I'm pretty sure. Maybe a little less. And we're just letting this ride. In the meantime, I need to fix some color in my charts. Crosshair labels. Let me see. Oh, okay, I'm just fixing some things right now. I just don't know where. Current position, order, here we go, order, label, yeah, buy order, sell order, new order. Just don't know why I can't see where my price is at. Maybe I just have to, wait, maybe it's this, or maybe it might be stupid. No, not trade lines. Oh, there we go. Order lines. Okay. I'm stupid. Okay. So that's my stop. And why am I putting my stop there? Because there's potential for price to, reverse to the upside after this. We are within the fair value gap, and NQ is also much lower. NQ actually did reach the level that not the level that I wanted, I guess, not the middle of the fair value gap, but it's much, much lower on the fair value gap than ES. I didn't see an entry on NQ. Like I would have had to enter all the way down here for me to actually take like a good entry. So I think it should be fine. Price seems to want to continue lower, maybe fill this gap completely, and it could align with the 4-hour time frame of like going down into the lows, but we'll see. We'll see as time goes by. So I'll show you guys this right here. So my stops are above these 5-minute highs, which I actually really like. I like that as a stop loss. I think it's a good level. Obviously, like, yeah, we are filling this gap right here. I'm kind of thinking higher time frame. So obviously, if we do get reversed now, unfortunate thing. But at the end of the day, I think this is. I also, okay. So usually, if I had like a lot more bankroll, I would usually put my stops at break even and just let this ride, because we do have this like huge 5-minute gap protecting a price. But because I kind of really need to make some money before, like, you know, to pass the accounts, I wanna, you know, make the most possible out of this. I don't think we're gonna come all the way down to here. Like, that's a little bit of a stretch, but I just thought I'd put 2, you know, just in case. We do have news at 10, and like also that's why I'm putting my stops here, because like in 2 minutes, like news could potentially, you know, completely reverse price. We might get stopped out immediately, so that's also a possibility. So I do need to, I need to be wary of that. I'm hoping my second take profit gets hit, and I'm thinking if we're really close to it, I might just actually manually exit the position before the news come out, just to, you know, protect it. But it looks like we're about to hit it actually, so we're almost there. So okay, so second take profit just got hit. So now we're just in for a very tiny position right now. And I can take this off, and I can put my stop right there. So now we'll see. Okay, so now we reached the middle of the Valley Gap, and like potentially I could take everything off. I want to see, the reason I'm keeping those 2 contracts alive is because I want to see us, want to see the news pushes us to that low. And actually, you know, since, okay, so it's 215, this is like pretty negligent money, like it's not that important. I will actually move my stops, like I'll move my stops to break even, because honestly, like it's not that big a deal. I'll put it right here. It's really not that big a deal if I lose this. Like, it's only plus or minus $100. It's not going to be the end of the world. I already guaranteed myself $800 gain today, so it's really, really positive, like really good. I'm very happy with that. Or like, I mean, a $700 gain, I guess. So we'll see if we do want to continue lower. News are coming out in a minute. I'm very happy about this trade, actually. Really solid trade. Kind of followed all the confluences on that I was looking for. We saw a sweep of liquidity. Obviously, we saw 1 minute inverse for Valley Gap, but reality a 5 minute, like a followed by a 5 minute for inverse for Valley Gap. That's why I look at the 1 minute, because we got a pretty good entry on this. Like, look where we entered, when in reality, like 5 minute should have entered here. Obviously on NQ even worse, and then on the DOW there was a good entry. This wouldn't have been a bad entry right here, but I don't know if we actually want to continue all the way down to these lows. And like I said, like I'm still wary about price. I wanna make sure that you know what, let's be smart about this. Let's just protect our position. Might as well. Why lose more money than we need to? So let's see. News are coming out in 10 seconds. We'll see if we get pushed lower or if we get pushed higher. It looks like we're going lower right now, but the news will affect price too much. I doubt it affected too much, so yeah, it's not really affecting it that much as of now. So I'm gonna continue moving my stops a little lower, because these news could potentially push it to the higher, like the higher level, and we could actually maybe take a reversal trade, which I wouldn't oppose at all. I don't love the 10 a.m. candle open because the hourly's not looking the best, but I'm not opposed to, you know, potentially seeing some type of reversal. I would need to see a very strong 5 minute confluence, but let me actually see. I need to see if I actually did the follow. So yesterday I mentioned in my video, so I did 15 contracts. I risked, my stop loss was over here, so there's 468. Yeah, that's good. And then I made 543. No, sorry, over here, down here, So that's 300 plus another 400. All right, so yeah, that's I made more than a 1-to-1 RR. So my rules say no more trades for today, and that's it. No more trades for today, no matter what. I did get the sizing a little wrong, but I also didn't want to full board the account, which is it's just I'm very happy that I didn't, and I'm gonna, well, we're seeing a pretty big push down right now, and I'm gonna just let the trade run. I'll see if we can obviously get I'll keep trailing my stop just to guarantee some profits, and we'll see if we go down all the way to those Asia lows. I don't think so. I think we're gonna kind of just move around this value for a little bit, fill it, and then continue lower. But if we do, great, fantastic. If we do hit our take profit, that'll be a very nice profit, nice little return to not the glory, obviously that's a little bit much. So I'm trailing my stops on the 1 minute. I'll just show you guys what I mean. So on the 1 minute, yeah, so like we're seeing this, I'm just trailing my stops because if we actually do want to continue lower, I think this is the time. Like this is like a good place to put my stops. In reality, like I left the position open, yeah, but both of my actual levels got hit. I didn't expect price to continue all the way down, or I still don't expect it to continue all the way down. I think we're just gonna kind of barcode around, which is why my stops are right there, because this guarantees us some profit too. And yeah, just kind of waiting for it to let it ride. It's a good trade, good first stream, I guess. Good way to show you guys that I know how to trade. I do need to put this on the Discord though. I don't know why it keeps refreshing, which is kind of annoying. So I need to take a screenshot of the trade. I could take a screenshot later, I guess. But because I need to, I'll do a screenshot after, like the trade is either filled or not. We're still chilling right now. Everything is good. A trade on NQ would have been good too. Like obviously, I wish I risked it just a little bit more, but I'm not gonna get greedy and say that I'm not happy with it, because I'm very happy with this trade. Like I said, I think we're just gonna barcode. As a matter of fact, as much as I do want to let this run, I think it's probably smart to just call it here. Because if you look here, so look at the hourly right now. We're forming this hourly structure. I kind of think we're going to form a bottom wick. So we're asking for price to come all the way down into here. It's a pretty big ask. I think we're going to form a pretty strong bottom wick over here. And then we look at this liquidity that we formed right up here. So I think the smartest thing to do, I'm going to go ahead and just close my trade out. We'll take the profit for the day, 888.75. Very, very solid trade. Will price go to our level? Potentially. It could continue lower. I'm happy with the trade that I took. I'm very happy with the profits that I took and everything. So for anybody that, if you were to just join, actually, the trade that I took was the following. I'll go in the 1 minute so you guys can see. I took a short right over here. Put my stops right above this level right here. And take profit 1 was right here. So 1 to 2. And a take profit 2 was right here. We actually hit that wick perfectly, which is kind of crazy. So a 1 to 3 risk to reward trade. Technically a 1 to 2 because I took some profits at these lows, but still a very, very solid trade. I could have risked more. Didn't feel like risking more. So we'll live with it. We'll be happy with it. And we'll take our win today. So let me just, I kind of want to move these a little bit so you guys can see. Yeah, so I want to move this over here, this over here. We had an SMT. I'm still bullish like on the day. I think we will continue higher on the day. And I would be open to more trades, but I need to follow my rules. And obviously, like I can't, because if I'm gonna risk more, I can't just like not follow my rules. But everything on the higher time frame order flow kind of tells me we want to continue higher. So if you guys did miss this, potentially going long wouldn't be like the worst idea once you see like this 5 minute inverse get hit and you can target all of this set of low resistance liquidity. Like it's really not a bad trade at all. And yeah, so let me see. I just want to see it, make sure that you can see why I took the trade, what I was targeting. I want to add this. So this is a 1 minute. So I want to show it on the 5 minute so you guys can see, but there's a 1 minute inverse rally up in there. All right, so so let me just take a picture of this. Wow, I guess we could have kept our position open, but you know, like I said, it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna be mad about it. I'm happy about making money. I basically doubled my account today, so let me go to, here we go, lifetime trades, and we can go to here. So it's 888 point, what was it, 0.5? 888.75. And now I can go in my daily trades here. Target low resistance liquidity halfway point of 1 hour rally gap. All right, really solid trade today. I am very happy with it. I follow all my rules to the T. Like I said, if I do want to see, I'll show you guys the Discord in a sec. I'll move the broadcast. If I am considering longs, like, look, this is the new 4 hour. Yeah, it's looking kind of not the best. If I do want to see longs, I'd want to see like an hourly closure, like above, or like, you know, like this large 5 minute fair value gap. Like, if I were to take longs, I would need to see this 5 minute fair value gap get inversed before I even consider taking longs. And then maybe like I can target like all of this set. So that might happen in the PM, but I'm not gonna be around for that. I'm gonna be happy with my profits and call it a day. Let's see here. 17. So 888. I need to do my lifetime P&L. So my lifetime P&L. 2907. 0.5 minus 888.75. So still negative on the lifetime P&L on these accounts. Obviously not the ideal scenario, but much better, much better. Seems like we're continuing lower still. I mean, we have been like in this huge rally, so like if we do hide this, what do I expect on the PM? I mean, maybe we do actually want to fill this gap. On NQ specifically, I think we will fill this 4 hour gap. So maybe like considering these lows wasn't like the worst idea, given that we took out all of this liquidity right up here. So I'm not surprised that we're seeing a lot of rejection right now. In reality, like if I see this 5 minute fair value gap get filled and like push down, I could take a trade. I'm not going to. Like I really don't want to. This wouldn't have been the I got a better entry because I would have had to put my stops like there, and I was more comfortable there, and like that would have been like a 1-to-1, which isn't great, and that would have been like a 1-to. So I basically get a 1-to-3 instead of a 1-to-2, and like here I could target much lower, but there's no point in doing that. yes, continue lower, but it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna barcode after this. We already made the move, and the news didn't affect price at all. So I guess I should have kept my price here, and then we should have moved it to here. But you know what, man? Why don't we just accept the fact that we got this nice little trade right over here. It's a perfect 1 to 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and I do wanna do this though. What a beautiful picture this is. Let me just move these. All right. Good trade. Good trade. Oops, what did I just click? So let me show you guys the Discord really quickly. How can I change? So if we go to Safari, oh, that's all fucked up. Let me just. So if we go to here and then here, it's still black. Oh, yeah, maybe because I have it on the other screen. Well, anyways, I'll just go back to the trading view screen. It's fine. Good trade today. Very good trade. Very solid trade. Everything is journaled. Let me. I'll pull it up over here actually. And actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and close my trade away because I don't give a shit what the charts do. Really couldn't care less about what the charts do right now. Oh, I forgot to add the screenshot with the executions, but you know what? I don't give a shit, bro. This shit is streamed. I already know what I'm doing. So, just to show you guys, the Discord. Oh, I need a. Oh, that's why it's not. Okay, so if I go here now, I can go on OBS, go to Safari. Yeah, so there you go. I just posted that. You guys can go check that. So this is my Discord channel right here. You can see the trades for today. It's obviously loading, fantastic loading speed. But yeah, so you see it posted at 8:04 a.m. Kind of what I expected. For ES and Q and the DOW, the DOW. It's like my dig DOW. And just basically set like what I want to see, like literally see right here, like either the retrace, but then I guess because I was going bullish, I like initially, that's why I'm like this is up right here, but that's why I ended up taking the trade, and like I see the trade right here. You can see from like all the other days. I showed this before, and then like the lifetime trade that I took right here, and then like if I go to lifetime P&L, it's right there. So yeah, I mean, what can I say other than a good fucking day, Bellas? Other than that, nothing else to say. I'll leave the stream at that. I have other shit to do, and I want to go work out. So suck my dick, bitch. Made some fucking money today. Peace.